Thanks for tuning into the Carry Hannah podcast. Here's your host, Bryce and Kevin.
And welcome back to another Fireside Chat. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Bryce. And interrupting people, apparently.
And I cut that off pretty quick. Oops. Well, we can fix that post-edit in.
Yes, we can. Or
by
not.
we, I mean...
Yeah, by
Bryce.
he means me, yeah.
I mean Bryce, yeah. Yeah, so we recently talked about the Lima 6 upper.
The belt, that's that belt-fed upper from last night, right?
Yeah, we were talking about how the logistics of the belts and hot swapping the uppers.
So Kevin has, kind of like in the vein of the future weapons thing, I think we've talked about this before, maybe not as seriously, but Kevin and I might have a fundamental disagreement in terms of what an AR should or should not be or how it should be used. And I don't think hot swapping uppers is a great idea. Now, I know that's ridiculous and some crazy nonsense, especially since I like
the versatility lends itself to that.
Well,
it's so easy.
In the SPR, the Mark 12 SPR is a special purpose receiver.
Yeah, but that's special purpose.
Yeah, so
and it's a receiver.
I understand the idea of being able to have. I don't know if it's that much smaller to justify.
Well, it's not about size. Remember we were talking about you'd have to have a setup for it. Like the scenario I had was a 3 to 4 man team. One of them would have the Lima 6, and you'd have a hot swap 10.5 upper in his bag. So another guy would have ammunition for the Lima 6.
Ammunition or ammunition?
No, ammunition.
God damn, boy.
Yes,
Got
sir.
that ammunition.
I sure do.
So, surely do. So, I think we were talking about, are you saying as like you dump the belt fed upper and then you just pop on the 10.5 and off you go? Because
if you need to, yeah.
The way so in this scenario we're civilians, right? Obviously. So we're supporting a civilian, I guess, militia, effectively.
Whatever
squad
unrest scenario you can come up with.
In my mind, somebody that has a belt fed and presumably a transferable or a gill switch or an FRT or whatever. Means. So in this particular case, we're not talking about the semi-auto.
And we're also assuming that it functions as intended. There aren't very many hiccups.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's hiccups with them. I'm sure there's things that don't go as planned when things are not perfect. So for all that, we're just gonna
assuming the gun just does the thing.
Yeah.
So my fundamental problems are the people that typically set up belt feds. You go in with a shitload of ammo and you have it linked. You're not taking individual links. You're not taking boxes of ammo. It's not the same concept as like a revolver where you have you can just have loose ammo and just start feeding the gun.
Right.
Or like a bolt action. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, have it pre-set up. Yeah.
So you have all these things linked. And then, so is the Lima 6, does that still take Stanag mags? Is it still, can you still feed it?
Because
the Fight Light, I know the Fight Light, I think it still takes AR mags and it's belt fed, but it's also like $6,000, which I know the Lima 6's claim to fame is that it's like half that, like $3,000 or something.
I don't know if I don't think it does take AR mags.
That has to be. So what is it called? Lima 6?
Lima 6, yeah. Oh, we're doing the Google.
My clicky.
That's how I know we're doing the Google. That's how we all do.
Yeah, we are doing the Google. Let's see
here. Ideally you would have okay.
Actually, the Lima 6 belt fed kit is like $2,000. That's not too bad.
I know. I mean that's the thing. But in this scenario, you have it set up like you have this militia or whatever set up, and
Be
you've
like a
already
squad,
planned all this. You have all your links set up. You have like say 2,000 rounds.
Okay,
set
but
up
so
to
here's the
go.
problem. Like, there's no other support for you as an individual. That is such a niche role of being able of finding the need, the time, or not, I mean, not the need or the time, but the infrastructure to support just a squad, effectively a suppressive fire thing that draws fire.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, what is the
what's
actual
wrong.
life expectancy of a squad machine gunner? Like, as a serious question.
Not
I
long.
don't think it's very good, especially in guerrilla warfare when you're talking about firing and moving. A big, heavy thing, lumbering that fucking thing around. And then on top of that,
how heavy
talk about
is it?
giving away your position.
So you're saying just a bunch. You would rather have just ARs, AR-15s across the board.
I think as the I think it's kind of a hard sell for me to want to invest the time and money in supporting and training around that very specialized piece of equipment. And it's not even, I mean, I know Brass Facts just, I think, released a video about belt-fed uppers, but I know, and I say I didn't watch it, but I say that to say that it is on people's mind. I know PSR did a video about belt feds. I mean, it seems to be in the influencer zeitgeist right now, and it's sexy, right? Like, it's links, it like creates piles of brass and shit, and it's really sexy. I know, but that's a lot of money, and the guns get hot. They're heavy. I have a lot of downsides. Now, if the gun doesn't take AR mags, that's kind of a non-starter for me. That seems kind of problematic in my mind. I know the Fight Light does. That's kind of impressive. Although I think all of the I think they chew up mags. I know. I don't remember if they do or don't. I think they do. Either way, I think an AR-based system should take AR mags. Now, if you're going to have another thing that people are really jazzed about right now are like the squad automatic, like the automatic rifles, the automatic riflemen. That's a big deal right now. Like the red right hand LMG, thermal sink or the heat sink barrels. Again, I don't really know what kind of validity there is other than having entirely too much ammo and wanting to burn it.
I mean, I think it'd be team dynamics. I mean, assuming that you have people that you trust and know when things to hit the fan, you would get together and be like, hey, get your kit, let's roll.
Okay, so
then the life expectancy, but if you're doing guerrilla warfare, you can just set up an ambush and then scoot and do.
I think something you might be able to, or I guess you could consider is a bunch of guys going in on it together and that being a floating role.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So it gets assigned. I mean, and nobody wants to, I don't think anybody wants to be the squad gunner. Nobody wants to hump that shit around.
Right.
So,
but I mean, in this scenario, like you have the team dynamics, and then you can also have a recce rifle, like a 16-inch. When the new, what was the scope we were looking at? It was sent to us on Discord from Tactical.
Oh yeah, the Adaball 3 to 12, that micro compact thing.
So that's another idea I had. Adaball 3 to 12 on a 16-inch, and build it like a recce rifle to support a bolt gun guy.
And when you say recce, you just mean lightweight, a little bit of magnification. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Like to support someone using I don't want to butcher the name, Bagara. Yeah. So like,
the other thing though is, and we kind of go back to the hot swapping the uppers. So we talk about bringing an entire loadout of however many rounds of 5.56 linked, right?
Yeah.
So then what you're saying is that you want to then bring an additional upper, and then you want to bring an additional loadout loaded into PMags?
So the guy carrying, the guy that's the squad automatic dude would have the 10.5 originally put together. And he'd have like say, I don't know, 7 mags of that, just for that. And then another guy would have a backpack full of links. And if the mission dictated for you to hot swap and do suppressive fire, you would do that before you got into that situation and set it up. I mean,
I just don't think that's how that works. I don't think you just get to decide, oh, I might need an LMG. I think.
Well, I mean, if you're doing
as soon
guerrilla
as you
warfare
get into
and
a fight, okay,
and...
think about it this way. Do you want to get into, so you say like you're on patrol, we're walking around and we are not like we're geared up, but I mean we get ambushed, right?
Okay.
Do you then want to disassemble your fighting implement to then hopefully put it back together correctly, load it, and then try to use it?
It would be predetermined.
So why bring the Mark 18 upper then?
Why not? Yeah, I guess so, because you already have it.
That's what I'm saying. You've already set up for. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Unless now, if this is an incognito thing where it's easier to hump in a Mark 18 and throw an upper in your backpack, maybe,
and then put it together once you're in the AO,
and then where you're posted up, and that's where you are. But even then, it makes more sense instead, because even in that area, in that scenario, if you have to if you gotta fuck off, like, do you want to then disassemble your rifle and then try to leave the belt fed part, or do you want to just pick up a rifle and dump something else? Like, I don't want to have to again. Yeah. I don't really love the idea of taking a gun apart and putting it back. I don't like administratively fucking with shit. If I don't have to, I don't want to.
No,
so if I have to exfil if you have to fucking leave and you want to, and you're trying to escape, you want to be light, or you want to probably not have to take a bunch of shit you don't need. And the upper is the first thing I'm leaving. It's heavy. That's a lot of shit. No.
Yeah.
Take the lighter thing. So I think it's more compelling to have a complete rifle and then bringing a secondary, which is, I suppose, a sub gun or a crank. Obviously, I have a hard on for like 8-inch, like 5.56s, but like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for flashbang detectors.
Indeed. So, or a sub gun or something. But I think with that being said, there's an argument to be made for having the ammo on the gun. Because I was talking to my wife the other day because she was asking what our ammo situation is, because she just likes to know how much ammo we have for stuff. Right. We're like when we go shooting. And
yeah,
lately, because I haven't been shooting as much, I don't buy as much. So the ammo I do have is in magazines, and those magazines are usually coupled on the gun they're for. So like my AK or like my ARs or like anything that has magazines or ammunition specific to it, it's probably with it, loaded with it, because I mean, when are you going to need the ammo? When it's probably, right. I mean, ideally, I don't have to throw a bunch of shit on an infrastructure then to feed it. If I can just have like, coupled mags on the gun already, that's kind of
yeah.
So kind of like plug.
I mean, that's yes, it's an interesting. Yeah, I mean, now that you kind of laid it out like that, I mean, yeah, I can see it.
Because if I have to switch to a secondary or switch to a second gun, something has gone terribly wrong.
Right. I kind of like the versatility the AR offers, because don't they also have the 50 caliber uppers?
Yeah, they have the bolt action uppers.
Like the crazy, like anti-material.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, again, all this is contingent on rock solid team dynamics.
Right.
You couldn't be solo king man walking around with a Lima 6 or whatever specialty upper thinking you're going to take on the world. That's not gonna. I agree with you there. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, where it needs to be more. You need to be pretty realistic about this kind of shit.
Well, I feel like your mentality is more like a independent self, just relying on yourself. Which then I would agree. Just having a normalized rifle would be way better. You'd be way better off.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to do all this specialty stuff.
When I think specialty stuff, I think the people or the opposition I'm going to be up against is going to be infinitely more organized. And I think about what needs to be involved for me to be able to support a gunner. And there's so many other things I'm worried about. I'm worried about my kid. I'm worried about my wife. I'm worried about food. I'm worried about like a place to be. I mean, I'm not necessarily super concerned with fucking patrolling with like 4 or 5 other dudes. Like that's in that scenario, that is so low on the priority list. In my mind, what actually makes more sense is a checkpoint gun. Kind of like what we talk about like with dudes that roll around with like 308s and all they're meant for is shooting fucking cars.
Oh, I see.
That makes sense to me because if I see somebody rolling down my road,
so you have like a neighborhood, like in your little neighborhood area, you all band together. It's like, hey, we're going to protect this. And these are the streets we're going to cut off.
I mean, I guess. I mean,
or
more.
You say just for you personally?
I mean, my personal property and how it's set up here. I have a second story advantage. I have a relatively good vantage point from the approaches from where I am. And in my mind, it makes a lot of sense to be perched up on the second story and put a couple rounds of 308 through an engine block. That makes sense to me.
Or a couple hundred rounds from 5.56. Lima 6.
Nah, I mean, realistically, you put bullets in the right place, it's going to do something well. But I mean, I also potentially have access to, black tip stuff. So maybe I might be able to get my grubby mitts on that. But either way, in my mind, the weight and where now. So actually, more to your point, I guess the belt fed might make more sense if you're entrenched, maybe at your house, and you really and that's a concern, and you want like checkpoint control or something like that.
Then the belt fed would make more of a.
That makes more sense, not as an up. Still doesn't make sense as an upper to me though. I maintain that still doesn't make any sense.
Interesting.
Huh. I can't do the mental gymnastics to quite get there.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of mental gymnastics. So, okay, what about my recce rifle idea? 16-inch, 3
I mean,
to
I
12.
want to maybe stray away from saying recce for everything. I mean, I have a general purpose rifle. It has an LPVO. It's got a top dot. It's got a flashlight. It has a sling, and it does the thing. So I would say a general purpose rifle is a more. Okay. It's not a great
appropriate.
Yeah, I mean it's decent for most stuff. I have a 1 to 6 on mine. It does okay. I can shoot little fucking clay targets on a berm at 100 with no problem. So I'm relatively comfortable with the accuracy potential on that gun, and it effectively has no recoil for what it is. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I have I have my hollow sun and my 3 power, which is general purpose enough. I want to get a prism.
Yeah, I think there's something now. Real quick, I know there's been a couple times we've gone on either our show or other shows, and we've talked or like Luke's show, and we've talked about muzzle brakes. And I know people aren't in general fan for muzzle brakes, but for people that don't shoot a lot, I will say it does wonders for people's self-esteem. And you're not, you're not being as disciplined in your connection with the rifle and your consistency. It makes it really easy. It's still loud as fuck, but
yeah,
it definitely makes it a little easier. And a nice trigger. That helps too.
Yeah, I mean, muzzle brakes are fun, just not indoors.
No, I mean, that muzzle brake is short. It's not going to stay on that very much longer. It was fun while it lasted. It was one of the cheaper, like, Midwest Industries 2-port brakes, but and it's super effective. You'll shoot it when you come, but before I take it off, but it's it's pretty bad. Even the war comp on that 10.3 is pretty spicy.
Oh man.
Yeah, that thing spits fireballs middle of the day, dead middle of the sun. Like I can see clear as day, and it's like super bright.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're ever sick or you need to knock out your sinuses or
you're not kidding
or anything. I mean, you almost have an anti-sick gun.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ever have a sinus or congestion problems, it'll clear you right out.
Just call Bryce. He'll let you shoot his 8.5 inside, and it'll clear everything.
Oh shit, that's funny.
So weren't you? So you said 308s into engine blocks. So we were talking about maybe perhaps you making a Mark 11.
Yeah, perhaps? I was talking Kevin's ear out. Centurion Arms just released their Raz clone or Raz Rail clone, which is rail, whatever the fuck. It's a clone of the Knights Armament rail they use for the Mark 11 Motto.
And it's affordable.
It's like half the price of the regular Raz rails if you can find them. And it looks...
Which you can.
Yeah, I mean, you can. Well, I mean, they're like $800 or $900. They're a lot. People want some stupid money for those things.
Yeah, because then they can get away with it.
Yeah. So and what's really neat is Centurion Arms for whatever reason lately their supply chain has been a lot better because they have stripped SR25 pattern uppers, not LR308. They use the SR25 TDP.
Really?
And yeah, so dude, and they have the Ambi lower receiver sets that are also SR25.
Bryce, you like the Ambi, I know you do.
I'm not a huge Ambi guy. Like I took my bad lever off again.
Oh, why? I know you try and put it on my gun. I was like, yeah, no, thank you.
Well, that was yours, and then you gave it to me.
Yeah, because I didn't want it. What do you mean it was mine? You never said it was mine. You just put it on, and I was like, I don't like it. You're like, okay.
But yeah, I bought that for you.
That was never expressly told to me.
Well, yeah, I did. But so I like the idea of the 308 and the SR25s, but the problem is the price tag that typically goes along with those guns is pretty stiff. Now, it's not cheap. The receiver set, the stripped receiver set for the Mark 11 the Mark 11 set from Centurion Arms is $800, I think, or maybe $700, something like that. And then the barrel is another $600 maybe, and then the rails $400. It doesn't include a bolt or bolt carrier. Luckily, I already have most the LM or the MWS parts that I have.
That's like what, 1,200, 2,000 already?
Yeah, that's before. I mean, that's just the upper.
Okay, so just the upper is like $2,000.
Yeah. So that again, not including the LM or the SR25 pattern bolt and bolt carrier, which I mean, I'm not even gonna buy. I'm just gonna rip the bolt out of my LMT because I just can't do that. Now, what I will say is the Centurion Arms, they have a 16-inch 6.5 Creedmoor barrel, rifle length gas, and you can get a pinned gas block. And I'm thinking there is no reason I should not have a 16-inch 6.5 Creedmoor. Yeah. So I would keep that. I'd keep that that 18-inch 308 upper, and then eventually, I think what I was gonna do is swap. I was gonna do kind of like I was gonna swap the upper, but now I think I might have to buy.
If you mean a 6.5 Creedmoor, that would be an interesting gun to use as like a spotting gun for your Rugara because it's the same ammunition type. So logistically, you'd be able to have just the same ammunition between the two of them.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, I probably wouldn't want. I guess I don't know. I haven't done any team stuff, and I mean eventually we'll do team stuff, I guess. So that'll be up to you. Whoever's on the bolt gun gets to decide. But typically the bolt guns have
bolt
more.
Gun.
Yeah, I'm on bolt gun. Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know why you love bolt guns. You immediately
love bolt guns.
Yeah, you're good.
It's true.
Yeah, you would tell
I
me
like
to
gas
do
guns
it.
too.
You would tell me to do it, then you'd be upset that I was doing it. Then you would critique that I'm doing it. Then I would just cave and just let you do it. Then you would do a happy.
Yeah,
fly.
I do. So I think now, actually, I think I've decided what I really want to do. Well, I already knew this was I want the Mark 11 to have a RAL 8000 completely Cerakoted RAL 8000 upper, and then have a black lower, so it looks like it's a contract upper. So it's just like hot. It kind of, and then I'll do like the writing on the side to make it look like it matches. But I think that'd be really cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited. It's more attainable than me buying a completely different LMT MWS upper. I don't really want to do that personally, and I've never built an SR25 or
It'd be a really cool. It'd be an interesting project.
Yeah,
to tickle your fancy.
I have the only real things that I need. I have a strap wrench, which is what I need for that barrel nut. And then I think I actually have a mag block, or I actually have the receiver block or the action rod for an SR25. So I think I have the parts for it.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that'd be really interesting. I think maybe and then again, like I said, it's really nice to be able to not have to spend $3,000 or $4,000 on an SR25, which is pretty cool. Now, with that being said, you still have to spend more money than you would on a regular like AR-15.
Yeah,
but you can get AR-15s for $500,
or sometimes $400, depending on how low you want your quality to be.
Yeah. So I mean, you can. It's not. I think it scales with capability. I think the SR25. It delivers maybe it doesn't scale with capability, but it's more. There's a lot more in that gun. I know it only looks a little bit bigger, but I mean, it's big bullets, it's big cartridges, big magazines. It's funny because the one I have is like 18 or 19 pounds.
Yeah,
that the full quad rail.
It's heavy. I've held it. It weighs as heavy as 10 boxes. One might be moving.
Dude, it's the recoil on that thing, just because of how it's gassed. I think it's not really a gas port. It's more of a gas doorway. It's just a wide open door.
Oh, wow.
So the next step,
whoosh.
the next step for that rifle is going to be buying one of those Black River Tactical tuned gas tubes, because it's a bit much. Yeah, it's a bit much.
Is it very gassy? Is it gassier than my Is it gassier than the carry gun? The carry handle gun?
It hasn't had stuck cases, so yeah. Or no, well then no, it's not as gassy, but it's not
yet. Not yet.
Too bad.
Not yet.
No,
we'll get there. We'll get there.
I imagine if I threw a can on it, I would need to think about that, but I haven't done that because I cannot imagine adding more weight to that gun.
Weight sucks.
Yeah, it doesn't need help. Thing is so ungodly heavy.
Yeah, and then my rifle, I've started to run 62 grain tip. I know they're terrible, but I'm doing it purposely so I can file down the feed ramps naturally.
I mean, just bring it next time and we'll polish your feed ramps when you're here.
But I'm doing it with the green tips. Slowly but surely, they're filing away.
They're filing them down. You need to get M855A1.
That's what I have.
Just exposed.
Oh, I don't have A1 now.
Yeah, have the exposed tungsten penetrator.
Yeah. I mean that would work. It just naturally files it to a smooth. Yeah.
That's funny.
Hmm.
All right. What
All
else?
right. I don't know what else. Games, Rainbow Six
Oh, yeah.
Vegas. Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
play.
Rainbow Six Vegas.
We've been talking
need
about
to
it
do
for
it.
the past 3 episodes, I think.
We've brought it up a couple times. We need to do a terrorist hunt run and post a video of that.
Yeah, eventually, once we get through the campaign. Are you talking about Vegas too?
No, I meant Vegas 1.
Oh, were they actually killable?
Yes, where it's actually doable.
The AI is not abhorrently terrible.
Yeah, no kidding. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
anything else?
we have that to look forward to.
I'm quite literally drawing a blank.
You're good. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. And this has been a Fireside Chat.
All right. Time to go tend the fire.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Very cool. You should like and subscribe.
On Facebook and Instagram.
And Twitter and Spotify. You should listen there too. If you
aren't they
heard
listening
this on Spotify.
to this on Spotify right now?
Well, they could be, but there's also YouTube podcasts, so all of the places.
We always forget where we post this stuff.
We don't know where this is. Thank you for listening wherever you're listening to, but you should also like the other places that we are. And
Who
then
are we and what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know how we got here. So thank you for letting us talk directly into your ear holes.
Right to the brain.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Adios.